Hello, Divine Feminists. This is the Divine Maverick, but you can call me the mother of twins. I am sitting outside on my deck. I've been out here since about 12:30 this afternoon. I cannot stop being out here. I would show my face, but you don't want to see me now because my eyes are puffy, and you can hear from my voice that I'm going through some purging and just some ascension. So, but I could not do this message for you. If this is your first time watching the channel, I want to say that the moment my voice begins, when you watch this video, everything is a part of the message. I want to talk to the feminists just a moment. These upcoming divine feminists, as well as these empresses that are ruling and reigning, and forgive me for the ambient sounds you hear in my neighborhood. There are children playing, there are fathers teaching baseball. It's a lot of life and activity, birds chirping, things happening. And I'm going to be quiet for just a second, and you tell me if you can hear that bumblebee buzzing over my head, which I'm going to call the bee a she, because I know that Oshun, my Orisha Oshun, represents herself as a bumblebee. And when I tell you that all afternoon. That's why I couldn't go in the house. She has been flying. I never seen a bumblebee come as close to a human being as this bumblebee has. But I'll be quiet. And just like that, she flew away. She made a boo and flew away. She'll be back. But anyway, I want to say something. I have these three cards out because that's something I want to say about the comments. I'm not going to disable the comments yet, unless Spirit tells me to. But I'm a little bit disheartened by some of the responses I'm seeing for some of the feminines. I'm going to ask this time: if you are salty, if you are bitter, if you are hurt and wounded, traumatized by this twin flame journey, I understand, and I want to say to you, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Okay. Nobody ever told you that. And I love you. Okay? I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Okay? Um, clearly, there's been a disconnect. Clearly, there's some other things going on that um, you may be not recognizing yet and not ready to recognize or not willing to recognize. Nobody's trying to make anyone stay in this journey because clearly it is not for the faint of heart. Um, the very ones that I'm reaching now is probably going to turn this video off, but that's okay. Spirit will get the message to you, and he'll probably get it to you through life experiences. But those of you who can listen to the entire video, that will help you in case you run across this kind of mindset, because it is very difficult, and we're not saying that it's supposed to be easy and you're supposed to be up in cloud nine and all ethereal and feeling like you're in the heavenlies all day long, because in the 3D it hurts like hell. In the 3D it takes your breath away. In the 3D it's a sucker punch, it's a gut punch, it's a knife to your heart, it's a dagger in your spleen, it's everything. It's a anvil to your forehead. It's all that, everything you can think of that hurts like hell. Whatever hell is for you, because I'm not talking about a literal place of brimstone and fire. I'm talking about whatever hell is for you, because hell for most people is being apart from their masculine. But I want you to see the masculine as you. Hell can be not being whole. Hell is not being healed. Hell is a dirty filter looking at life that's supposed to be beautiful and supposed to be supporting you, but you think it's against you. So I say all that to say, stay out of the comments, please, with your venom and your poison and your toxicity. It's not about avoiding your truth or the truth, because the truth is it's real. And those who are on the journey and those who um, have been hurt and wounded warriors, 9 of Wands, okay, but got up again and kept going and are still going, they don't need to hear that this sucks. We all know it sucks. But it's also the most beautiful journey and beautiful time of your life, because it is this very relationship that awakens you. It's this very relationship that has you watching tarot readings for some of you. This very relationship that has you leaving organized religion or whatever you was holding you, whatever kept you bound, whatever made you feel minimal or less than or forgotten or invisible. You're not that anymore. You're not that place anymore. So again, please, and tell your friends, stay out of the comments on the Divine Mavericks page with that venom, because it won't be a good thing. That's not a good thing. We're all about healing, and we're all about positivity. And I will hide everything that is negative, but I will definitely reach out to the ones that feel that way, because that's who I came here for. If you are willing to speak with me, if you are willing to let those of us who understand what this is totally on this journey with love lead you to. Okay. Um, these three cards came out earlier in a reading I did, and I thought they were very spirit like told me to leave them outside of the deck because I want to talk about these. I want to read something to you from a book, and then I'm going to come back in a few videos. I'm going to sit out here for a little while and do some more readings. But I want to say to you, the rest of you who are feeling this, because I've been feeling the general heaviness in this, in some of the comments and in some of the just feeling the general heaviness. I know we're the 444 portal. We made it through. Yay. There's ascension happening. That's why Spirit told me. I just saw a blue jay, y'all. A blue jay. Why that's significant is because when I first started my awakening, I wanted to manifest something. And one of the first exercises that you do, if you're interested, is you ask Spirit to help you manifest something. You want to see maybe a feather or a leaf like on your doorstep or something. You know what I mean? It's almost like Gideon asking the Lord to give to, when he said, Gideon, I want you to go to battle. And he said, God, if this is you, give me a sign. So it's like you asking for a sign, and Spirit will answer most definitely. But I asked for a blue jay. I asked to see two blue jays. And within 2 days, I actually manifested those blue jays. And so seeing the blue jay is almost like Spirit reminding me, you're good, because of course, I'm very mindful of the platform I've been given and what I'm supposed to say and cannot say, and the way it's supposed to be said. And I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to further traumatize anyone. But I can recognize that the divine feminines, and I'm going to still call them divine feminines, they're rising divine feminines, okay, that are hurting and just spewing because they have to get it out. They have to. It's because it's painful, right? And but there's another way to do that, because right now they can't hear, or you can't hear if you're still listening. You can't hear that this journey is all about you. It's not about somebody not calling you for 4 months, or somebody, treating you like crap, or whatever the thing is that you go like, seriously, but this is what God wants me to do. Why would God do that? What kind of God would do that? I'm telling you what, don't shake your fist at Spirit. The created, they do not shake their fist at the creator. We are co-creators, and we are creating our own realities every moment of the day. It's not about the past. That's why we forget those things that happened in the past. It's not about the future, because the future can take care of its own self. But what's happening is now, in the present. And feminines that are struggling in this journey, in these relationships, with their DMs doing or not doing something, they are not living in the present, because really all you have is right now, this moment. I don't even care what happened 3 seconds ago. It's what you're doing right in this nanosecond that's mattering, right? And so it's important to guard your heart and guard your thoughts. If you have to disconnect from your masculine because he makes you feel like a raving lunatic or a nasty bee, then by all means, please do the universe a favor and leave that dude alone. Or that, you do the energy. But I'm talking mostly to feminists with masculines right now. Masculine meaning they were born males, okay? And so actually I changed that. I'm talking to everybody. Put the energy where it goes, okay? We're not going to get all caught up in semantics and things like that. I have to get this message out. But if you find that you are not yourself with this person, then eat a Snicker and leave that person alone, okay? Leave them. Just again, do the vibration, do the collective a favor and let go, because that toxicity is like sludge in the wheel of fortune. That toxicity is like sludge in the wheel of fortune. You will have what you say. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So, but like I'm saying, you're not ready to hear this kind of message. You're not ready to hear this when you're so in such a place of hurt, right? Because it's, oh, you're further attacking me, which is exactly what the point I'm trying to make. Because you're attacking what the masculine is or is not doing for you to make you feel better, because you feel like you're just giving and sacrificing. But really, are you? Are we? Are we really giving and sacrificing of ourselves? Are we showing unconditional love? We show unconditional love until we don't want to do it. See what I'm saying? We show unconditional love till it, doesn't feel good anymore, because I showed unconditional love because I wanted a date. I showed unconditional love because I wanted a text message. I showed unconditional love because I wanted some flowers for Valentine's Day. I showed unconditional love because I was hoping he would text me for my birthday. And when he doesn't, I don't love him anymore. See, that's not what we're doing here. That's not what this journey is about. You have to be this tall to ride this ride. Okay. And I'm not trying to attack anyone, but enough is enough. That's why I'm here. That's why mama's here. Okay. I'm trying to help. I'm not trying to hurt. If I can't help you, I'm at least not going to harm you. And I would be lying to you, and that would be harming you if I said, well, right, you're right. He's a dirty bastard. You're right. He's bad DM, bad DM. I'm not going to do that, because I might as well say bad DM, because this is your twin. Those of you who are so toxic and so tired, so toxic and so tired, then maybe this isn't your twin at all. But if you know this is your twin and you're giving up, it's fine. But know that you're giving up on yourself. And I'd like to see you leave a room with you in it. Go ahead, leave the room. Leave yourself in the room. And I mean, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be around this person. Great. Leave. And let's see how that works. Can you leave you? Can you? No. Which brings us right back to square one, which is what's really going on. And the journey is not about Steve showing up and ringing the doorbell. The journey is about, how do I always say Steve's name? And Larry and Alfred and Bert while I'm thinking about it. Bertram, Brixton, I'm hearing. I think that's a city. If you live in Brixton, shout out in the comments for me, please. I feel like it's in New England somewhere, but Brixton, I'm saying. Anyway, but I lost my train of thought calling names. Come on, spirit guides. But back to what we're saying. It's not about Steve ringing the doorbell, or it's about you ringing your own doorbell. It's about you coming home to you. Okay? You awakening to you. And the icing on the top, on the cherry and the walnuts and all that, is the mask, is the 3D union. Okay? But until you keep hating your DM or mad about what your DM did or didn't do, then the separation will continue, because don't get it twisted. The divine is not mocked. Never. You can't go around it. You can't go under it. You can't skip it. You can only go through it. You can only go through this. This. Okay, so let me read to you something from the Sacred Geometry. Where is the book? Okay, for the change. I'm going to read this. Let me first card. First card out is the change card. It's number 12. It says the frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. And this card, look at that geometry. And this card is all about going with the flow of life, going with the flow, because what you can count on is everything's going to change. That I can promise you, that everything is going to change. So you can bank on that. Okay. If that makes any sense. It's a paradox, but it makes a lot of sense. Let me read the card for you. I should have brought my easel out here. I wasn't even thinking. Is that right? Okay. So change is the only constant we can count on. Like the seasons, everything comes and goes in cycles. The ebb and flow, the day and night, the death and rebirth. Good times are followed by challenging times, followed by weird times, followed by ecstatic times. Nothing stays the same for long. Okay? If you can keep that much in mind, it'll save you a lot of heartbreak. As good as it gets, then the pendulum will swing that good side, and the pendulum will swing back eventually. It's the law of rhythm. Look up the laws of the universe, or hermetic laws. Study to show yourself approved, and it'll save you a lot of heartache and heartbreak, because it's about more than hips, lips, and fingertips. Divine feminines, okay? All right. So nothing stays the same for long. Life itself demands movement and a change to perpetuate itself. Change is represented by the turning of a circle or a wheel, showing us the forever changing nature of everything in the universe. The ever changing nature of everything in the universe. In fact, the very concept of the meaning one, universe, is changing, and we are slowly accepting that a multiverse might be a more appropriate description. How we handle this constant change depends on where the center of our awareness lies. Did you hear that? How you handle change depends on where the center of your awareness lies. How are you looking at this thing? How is your perception? Okay. Are you without them, or are you doing the work? Are they separate? Do you really feel separate? Or is it just you're in the stuck in the 3D with the physical and the tangible and you don't know how to navigate the 5D? If so, admit that, beautiful one. Admit that you don't know how to navigate the 5D and not that this sucks and it hurts and this isn't even fair and the universe is playing a dirty trick on you. Maybe you just need to ascend a little higher. Again, you have to be this tall to ride this ride. Okay? You know what height that is. So when we are deeply enrooted in our own core, in our heart, at the center of the circle, the movements of change affect us less than when we are focused on the outward parts of ourselves. As on a spinning wheel, the closer we are to the center, the steadier everything is. What is your center, divine feminine? Because you need to get grounded and find out what your center is. Otherwise, you're going to be all over the place when the ebb and flow, the up and down, the in and out, the under and over begins to happen. Find your center because change is going to happen. Divine Masculine is the next card out. Let me get it. Thank you for your patience. And thank you for listening. And thank you for keeping love and light coming this way. This is helping. Divine Masculine card says the frequency of the Divine Masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. In the feminine and masculine dynamic, the feminine is the nurturer. She's more internal. The masculine is more outward. Okay, yin and yang. He's more outward. He's the one he's going to get it. He's going to take dominion. Da 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 da. It's our active side. It's our fire side. It's the wands, right? The feminine side is the cups. It's the intuition. It's all that. Okay. So just know where you are because in your one body, beautiful one, you have both of these energies. Okay. Which one are you tapping into? Because all that aggression and all that spewing, that's your masculine. That's that masculine energy. Channel that energy into your YouTube channel or your crafts or your business or your hairstyling salon or doing your nails or being a nail tech or finishing your degree or doing your licensing or exercising or reading or meditating or praying or singing or wishing on a star. Anything other than tearing your masculine down, because when you're tearing him down, honey, you're tearing you down. Beautiful one. Okay? Okay, baby girl? Three-dimensional reality is based on the duality between opposites and their eternal movement toward union. See, the whole twin flame journey is about union. So please don't say that this isn't about maybe twin flames aren't supposed to come together. If so, then what is the point? Beautiful one. What is the point, baby? Huh, Ladybug? What's the point of all this hell if we're not going to come together? Okay. And if there is someone that says, well, I can attest to it. I have had a twin flame and we never came together. Guess why you can't attest to it? Because you wouldn't be here. Okay. You'd be somewhere in the 3D or 5D or the 7D somewhere. You'd be talking to us from the heavens. Okay. Or from spirit realm. You'll be in the 3D talking about, I never got with my masculine, because as long as you're in this life and it breath in your body and walking around, driving your car around and raising your children and living your life, then there is still an opportunity for union. I don't care if you 98 years old and you on a respirator, which you won't be because you are divine and you can heal yourself. But anyway, but if in case, I don't care if you're blind. It's okay because you've been talking to him telepathically for 45 years. And now you both are blind with no teeth in your mouth. But guess what? You laying in that bed with no teeth in your mouth, gumming each other in love because union has come. Sorry about my tone. That thing got good to me. Anyway, let me read that again. So three-dimensional reality is based on the duality between opposites. That's you and him and their eternal movement toward union. Everything is created in pairs, male, female, matter, spirit, empty, full, dark, light, and so on. Without the tension, let me say that again. Without the tension caused by the magnetic push and pull, that is the runner and the chaser. Do you see the concept? Without the tension, the magnetic push and pull, the runner and the chaser. I'm going to do a video. Well, I'll say it in this video. Feminines, you are the ones running. I know you don't think you are, but you are the ones running. I don't care how sleep, dumb, crazy, fleshly, carnal, whatever you want to call him, dingy, out to lunch, you think your masculine is. Trust and believe me, dear heart. He is awakened. He asked for you. He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. He didn't want a side chick. He didn't want a piece of meat. He wanted you. And though his 3D is not mimicking that, trust and believe that in the Akashic records, it's there. You are there and you are with him and he is with you. You are a couple, okay? In the Akashic records, it's already been written in the stars, okay? You are catching up, feminine. You are awakening, feminine. You are setting your boundaries, feminine. You are doing the healing work while they are doing it, feminine. You are doing what you need to do to ascend. You got to be this tall to ride this ride. Remember in the amusement park, they measure you before they put you on a ride that's got all these twists and turns. And let me tell you, the twin flame journey, whoa, it's got a lot of twists and turns. Okay? So there's that. You are the runner, and he is the chaser. He is chasing you. He is. He is. Energetically, he is chasing you. You don't feel that. But anyway, without the tension caused by the magnetic push and pull duels, there would be no movement. If you can imagine him chasing you when you're running, and when you're running to someplace, you're running to a destination, and he is following you. Okay? You can see what I'm saying? Where you guys going? You're going into union. You are moving the union closer together. Your ascension, your healing, your work, doing your soul work, doing your rebirth, your awakening, doing your energetic upgrades, all of that is leading you to union. When you get mad in the 3D and say, I'm just going to stop this, I don't want this, all you are doing, dear heart, is stalling the union. That's all you're doing. But it's okay. Spirit loves you so much. He'll wait. Guess why? Because he's eternal. He's got all the time in the world. The creator made time. He is time because there really is no time. The moment you get out of flesh and carnality and walk into your divine self, divine feminine, you're going to see your masculine change in the 3D. That's how this works. And there is no way around it. Use the tears that fall to wash your face and start another day. So without the magnetic push and pull of duals, there will be no movement. And without movement, there will be no life as we know it. When the push and pull of opposites is equal, a state of balance. Doesn't that sound a lot like wholeness? When the push and pull of opposites is equal, that means he's chasing, you're running, and you're running, but you're running towards your destiny. You're running towards your healing, and he is running towards you because he already asked for his wife to come. He already beckoned you in the spirit. That's what woke you up in the first place, sleeping beauty. Okay? So when the push and pull of opposites is equal, a state of balance is achieved. For humans to live harmoniously with each other, the masculine and the feminine have to reach a state of union, both outward, that's in relationship to each other, as well as inward, in a balanced state of heart, mind, and soul. The masculine and feminine attributes inside all of us have to be fully realized, understood, and expressed. And now that we are moving into a new energy, the enhanced qualities of these two opposites in human nature are emerging and urging us to let go of the roles we have traditionally assigned in the past, allowing a new masculinity and a new femininity to arise. The divine masculine is strong, directed, sensual, and balanced, yet conscious and gentle and compassionate, able to facilitate the expression of the divine feminine. See what I'm saying? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I'm gonna stop right there. And that is the integration. The last card is the integration. I hope y'all can see this in the light. I'm gonna have to look at this video later. But the integration is simply saying that the frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. Again, the integration is all about perception. You have got to learn how to integrate your positive and negative energy so that it balances. That's called polarity. That's called duality. Inside of each one of us, there's light and there is darkness, and it's balanced. Without the darkness, there can be no light. Without the light, there can be no darkness. Okay, and the darkness, it notices the light, and the light shines in the darkness, but the darkness does not comprehend it, right? But you have to balance it. Find your balance, find your core, find your grounding. What grounds you, divine feminine? Because if you're not grounded, if you don't have the seatbelt on in this ride that goes, whoa, whoa, with all these twists and turns, then you will be all over the place. You might fly out of the ride, or you might what? Jump off the ride because you're not strapped in. You've already been measured. You've already passed the height requirement, feminine. All you have to do now is ride. I love you guys a lot. If you like this video, even if you didn't like it anyway. If it doesn't resonate, like it anyway. Share it. Comment on it. I just said it, but comment positive. Comment any way you want. Listen. I know how to veto. I know what I had, whatever. But I hope this message reaches who it needs. I know this message is going to reach who it needs to reach. I can't even talk because it's ascension. Thank you for being patient with me in my speech and my hoarseness. I think that's all I wanted to say. Until we see each other again, guys, take care of each other and mostly take care of yourselves. Thank you for watching. Bye.